All right, we have with us this morning Senator Jinggoy Estrada, one of the senators who called for a probe on the viral road rage incident. Senator Jinggoy Estrada, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Karen, and good morning to all televiewers. Long time no see.
I know, long time no see. I know you're on the road right now and you are calling for an investigation into the incident, but where would you want this? How would you want this to move? I mean, clearly the QCPD chief has resigned. The dismissed cop will probably face cases, but in terms of legislation, what would you want to legislate, and how would you want this to improve the situation when it comes to peace and security and safety on the road?
Well, first of all, the hearing will commence tomorrow, not today, not today, no, tomorrow morning. But your question is, how can we investigate or come up with a legislation? First, maybe we have to amend the revised penal code, kasi itong revised penal code medyo obsolete na, 1970s pa, 1980s. So there are provisions there that are not attuned to the times today. And maybe we have to amend the Republic Act 10591, an act providing for a comprehensive law on firearms and ammunition and providing penalties for violations thereof. There should be, I think there should be stricter requirements for those who will apply for a license to own and possess firearms. And I believe that the requirement of NIRO, that they have the clearance, should include anger management.
But also I wanted to ask you, Senator, it's the permit to carry in our country. I mean, in other countries, there's a permit to conceal. But it's the system of who can carry firearms. Civilians, there are more civilians carrying firearms right now in public places, like what we've seen.
Yes, I think there are some lapses in the issuance of this permit to carry. You know? They have to be strict in issuing these permit to carry. And they must scrutinize, they must have a stricter, kailangan siguro ng mga background check sila dun sa mga tao nag-apply ng permit to carry.
Okay. So ang investigasyon magsisimula bukas. Will the dismissed police officer and the resigned QCPD chief, will they be at the hearing?
They should be, and they must be present in the hearing. And I hope the Committee on Public Order, headed by Senator Bato, invited those personalities concerned, hopefully including the cyclists.
All right. Now, Senator, you are the chairperson on the Committee on National Defense, Security, Peace, Unification, and Reconciliation. A few questions for you when it comes to national defense and security. President Marcos Jr. will be leaving for Indonesia later today for the ASEAN Summit. What would you want him to focus on, considering what we are facing with the West Philippine Sea issue?
Well, I hope that he talks with the other ASEAN leaders, other presidents of other nations like Vietnam, Singapore, Thailand. I mean, to gather our allies and to help us with regard to the incursion of the Chinese vessels in our West Philippine Sea. Kailangan natin siguro i-consolidate yung ating mga kampe, yung ating mga palyado sa ating mga kalapit bansa dito sa Asia.
And alam ko na you have actually corrected publicly this the column that actually accused former President Joseph Estrada as making a promise to China to remove the BRP Sierra Madre by Ayungin Shoal. Now, moving forward from that particular issue, what should we do with the BRP Sierra Madre? Of course, the boat is deteriorating, right? And at one point, some experts have said that China is just waiting for the boat to frankly disappear into the ocean because at some point it will. Anong dapat nating gawin, Senator?
Hindi naman natin pwedeng tanggalin yung BRP share madre. I just would like to repeat time and again. My father did not make any promise to any Chinese official during his presidency. And that was made clear by the statements of former Secretary of Defense, Secretary Orly Mercado. My dad never promised or never compromised anything during his presidency. And with regard to the BRP Sierra Madre, it was my father who instructed to station the BRP Sierra Madre in the Ayungin Shoal. So there's no logic na tanggalin yung to make a promise to China to remove the BRP Sierra Madre. And I think that ship, despite yung kanyang deterioration, must still stay there sa Ayungin Shoal.
Oo. Pero dapat ba nating i-improve yun? Anong dapat nating gawin? Kasi sa totoo lang, we're showing video right now and ang kaba ng ilan kasi bulok na ito at posible na lang tong mawala dahil sa tindi ng bagyo. Alam mo yun, Senator?
Kalawangin na siguro hayaan na lang natin siya dyan. And,
yun na lang yun.
Siguro we will have to beg for siguro sa ibang bansa yung kanilang mga hindi ginagamit na barko. And I've already talked with several ambassadors who are willing naman to help us dito sa West Philippine Sea by providing some ships yung ginagamit sa kanilang bansa na i-donate na lang dito sa ating gobyerno.
Okay. I know that Senator Cheese Escudero before called for parang an allotment of 100 million pesos to build structures in Ayungin Shoal. Do you support the building of structures in Ayungin Shoal?
I support what Senator Cheese manifested on the floor, but I think that is insufficient. The amount is insufficient. 100 million is not enough to refurbish or to build some structures sa Ayungin Shoal.
Okay. All right. Well, I think at one point the budget you'll be deliberating on the budget after the House does. What is your biggest concern with the 2024 budget?
Well, my biggest concern, I haven't read the budget yet, but in my position, gusto ko sanang I want to increase the budget of the Department of National Defense and the AFP in what is really happening right now.
Okay. All right. Well, I think on that note, well, I don't know where you are, but I know you're traveling somewhere. So may nais pa kayong iibilin, Senator Jinggoy? Kasi ngayon maraming lugar ang baha, tapos marami ngayon walang pasok, ang daming biktima po ng pag-ulan ngayon.
Hindi na bumabagsak ko lang climate change, no? Kami naman as elected officials, kami naman ay ready naman kami tumulong. Meron naman kaming nakalaang pondo para dito sa mga nasasalanta ng bagyo. Even in the provinces, I've been to Pampanga, I've been to Bulacan, I've been to Ilocos Sur, Ilocos Norte. Talagang nakikita ko talagang kawawa yung ating mga tao, lalo na yung mga mabibiktima sa salanta ng bagyo.
All right. On that note, I want to thank you for joining me today, Senator Jinggoy Estrada. I do have to have you back on Headstart, at least either face-to-face or via Zoom soon.
Anytime, Ms. Karen.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Senator Jinggoy Estrada.